South African finance houses, asset manager Ashburton and F&B Wealth and Investments have announced that they have joined forces with Morgan Stanley Investment Management. This to leverage off Morgan Stanley's global investment research and to reach to aid their clients in getting offshore investment exposure. But it's not a one-sided benefit. With their expertise and know-how, Morgan Stanley will also be able to access the best research to be able to invest in sub-Saharan markets on behalf of their clients. Well, to tell us more about this partnership, I'm joined by Duzi Ndlovu, the CEO of Ashburton. Thank you very much, Duzi, for joining us. So tell us what the benefits of this partnership are likely to be for your clients.
I'm happy to be here. So research is a critical part of an investment management process. Access to research, access to deep and global research. And so, for us, with the movement of in legislation that investors can allocate almost 45% of their assets to offshore jurisdictions, it was important that we're able to provide our clients with the right type of research and the right type of investment solutions that allow them to outperform and earn significant returns than they would otherwise.
I would have thought that an outfit like Morgan Stanley would have had a handle on markets all over the world by now. So what benefit do they get from partnering with you for their clients?
So if you take a large part of these big global banks, the exposure to sub-Saharan Africa is perhaps not at the level in which those big markets they operate in. And so, the big benefit we provide for them is being boots on the ground in sub-Saharan Africa. We operate in Namibia, we operate in Nigeria, and we hope to leverage our capabilities out of those markets for the benefit of our partnership.
I do understand. So what about offshore opportunities? I mean, when we look at markets right now, we see the United States, they've had all-time highs, so they're very highly valued. Where do you see opportunities apart from the United States for investments in terms of sectors and even maybe specific countries?
I'm a business person. You catch me off guard. In a sense that we've got more qualified investment managers in our business to speak to that. But let me speak in general. Importantly, investing for us is a long-term game. We understand that the economic cycles and that there are market cycles. Our investment process is one that values valuation. It values strong earnings that the companies deliver. And so when you look at the relationship with Morgan Stanley, part of it is because we've got a very similar way of thinking about investing. What that means that there will be times that we are excited about stocks and we're buying, and there will be times when we're a lot more cautious around stocks. And so, but in having said all of that, it is our view that one needs to be consistently invested over the long term. Yes, you may have more or less at times, but if you buy quality companies that produce significant cash flow and are able to grow those cash flows, I think that's our exposure. And so at times it is less around where markets are in general and more about do we think that the price a company is trading at fully reflects the opportunities, fully reflects the growth in earnings and cash flows.
Indeed. All right. Thank you so much, Duzi, for speaking to us, and all the very best with that endeavor. That was Duzi Ndlovu, who's the CEO of Ashburton.